What's up, guys? I have a question. Something that I've been thinking about this week. First, let me back up. I've been having some realizations about the body and how much the body's in control. And I've been trying to really connect with my own body, and try to sense what my body is trying to communicate. If I'm supposed to follow the path of the body, the body already knows the path. The body knows the journey, and I'm here to experience. Like my conscious mind is here to experience the journey and live the journey and just sit back and enjoy the journey as much as possible. Share my personal journey with others. Okay. So that means I gotta learn to listen to the voice of my body. Sense my body, what it's saying to do, so on and so forth. My question is, when it comes to this question of addiction, what then? I think what I'm thinking right now, what I'm imagining is addiction is your body having a chemical reaction to a substance that you've introduced to it, right? Cocaine, heroin, in my case, sugar. And now the body has a chemical dependence, right? And so it's screaming for this substance and more of it and more of it. And it's something that is clearly unhealthy because the body is reacting badly. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the clue, right? Is because even though the body is screaming for it, the body is also reacting badly. Like when I eat dairy and I have symptoms from that, right? Congestion, inflammation. Maybe that's the voice. And that addiction voice is something else. Because I don't know if it comes from the mind. I don't know if that choice comes from the mind. I think initially, it might just come from the mind. But after the body gets addicted, does the body then have a sort of false voice? Like, what is that? Where does that addiction voice come from? Now that I'm saying and talking about it out loud, I do believe that that reaction that your body has, maybe not so much during, because I think when you're eating it, when you're consuming this substance, the body is having a wonderful experience. But afterwards, the after effects, that's equally as important. And then I think about things like what we ingest to help us heal. Like when you're sick, you might initially have a negative reaction, like your physical body might have a negative reaction, but the after effects are that it helps you to heal, right? I'm thinking about homeopathic in general, chemotherapy for sure. You have a really negative reaction to that. Chemotherapy is toxic for you. It's also toxic for the cancer. So it's like chemotherapy has the potential to heal your body. So what do you listen to? The mind would tell you to do the chemotherapy, and the mind will keep you in the chemotherapy, even beyond the body telling you that it's all wrong. The body's also telling you that the cancer is wrong. So does that mean that chemotherapy is not the right thing to use Like maybe there's something else. And if you believe that cancer is caused by habits that humans create in our lifetime, right? Like say you are a smoker and you get lung cancer. Can you cure the cancer by not smoking or anti-smoking? Like the opposite, like what's the opposite of smoking? I don't know. Can you help to cure the cancer by changing your behavior? And that's if your body has the ability to fight this. And cancer is funny because, as I understand it, cancer causes these abnormal cells that your body thinks is you. How do you fight that? How do you fight that? Well, that's a whole other question, isn't it? This tumor, this cancerous tumor that you think is you, but is actually killing you. It's eating you, consuming that which is actually you. So many questions. What do you guys think? Let me know. Let's talk about this. Maybe I've got it all wrong. Like maybe I'm making the wrong connections, but it's just an interesting perspective that I've been considering while I've been considering and realizing just how much the body controls your life. I mean, if you think about it, as a mother, like before you become a mother, while you're pregnant, hormones, your body is releasing all these hormones and deciding, you know, when's it time to, you know, maybe the baby's deciding, like, when's it time to grow these bunch of cells and when's it time to grow these bunch of cells. But the mother's body is got all these hormones, you know, racing through our bodies as we are providing for this, you know, little child that we're getting ready to bring forth into the world. And it's hormones that decide when labor starts. I mean, think about it. The doctor, you may go to the hospital, you may get some Pitocin, but that's just a synthetic version of what happens, what occurs naturally in the body already. Like, you don't even have to do anything. Your body already knows what to do. And you birth this baby, and you grow, and you grow, and you grow. What tells you to do that? Your body does. Your body shapes the experience that you have, right? Like, my body looks like this. It's called female, it's called Black, it's called African American, and that shapes the experience that I have in the world. Walking through the world as, you know, 5 foot something, Black female, and how people react to me based off of their experience and what they've learned about people who look and feel like me, which shapes my experience, right? This body shapes the experience that I have, and all I'm supposed to do is just experience it. That's the point. Learn from it. Share my experiences so other people can learn from my experiences, right? I can show people, a way shower. And at some point in my life, some hormone or other, my body decided it was time to start puberty, right? I went from a girl to a woman, being able to have babies and attract men with certain parts of me, right? And learn to develop my own sexuality and what that means, and to walk through life as a woman, as a sexual being. That's an experience. That is an experience that this body gets to have, right? Through time, through space. It's walking me through time and space. And then at some point, you know, I guess the next major transformation, the hormones are going to start releasing if they aren't already, and I'm going to start going through what we call menopause. My body's going to go through more changes. The body does that. I don't consciously, I don't make those choices. And those are just hormonal choices, right? Because then there's also the choice of who you are attracted to, who you love. You can't always help who you love. Like, your mind doesn't make that choice. Something else does. Some power that's in your body decides that. And if that person is attracted to you, then it's like you get to have this whole other experience. And it's all through the body. It's not a mental choice. And when we make mental choices, they don't always turn out right. It's not the experiences that we were maybe meant to have. And that's what I learned in human design, right? That's what human design teaches us. So then at the end of life, when your body starts to shut down, you can't control that. Not 100%. The mind does have some control, right? Like, I'm holding this phone. I'm deciding to wave my hand. It's a symbiotic kind of relationship between the mind and the body. And sometimes I think the mind treats the body as if the body is its servant. I don't think the mind realizes the body's worth, the full potential of this beautiful, wonderful, amazing, smart, intelligent body that we are gifted with in this lifetime. Like, we get to walk through this life in these bodies and experience this life in these bodies. And it's such a magical thing, really. And so what would it be like if we experienced life like as a team? Mind, body, and soul. A team. 3 entities. Sure. Why not? We could think of it that way. We could separate ourselves in these little pieces, and then we all live together as one. If that's not if that's not a reflection of life, we are all one. We're having an individual experience. We're experiencing life as if we are separate from each other, but in truth, we aren't. So everything is true and untrue. And in this moment, in this now moment, here in these bodies, this is how we're experiencing it. We're experiencing the separateness. And we're in the illusion that we are a single entity. Perhaps we are not. Perhaps the body is one thing. The mind is something else. The soul is something else. There's all these different layers. Perhaps that's the truth of it. Anyway, it's something more for me to think about. Something more to discover. I'm sure other people have traipsed down these rabbit holes in the past. And I'm curious. I'm so curious. I would love to hear your thoughts on anything that I've mentioned. Let me know. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.